Namaste, my beautiful girls. This reading, before I even start, I want to do a reading on a subject, on a question. Is he sorry for what he had done? Actually, this was an idea I wanted to do. This is a completely new deck, so the answers usually are extremely accurate. You always ask me what deck it is, a gift of one of my clients, actually a man client. Tarot of Witches. This is the one I'm going to use. So you would use, you would choose 5 cards. You know that especially those of you who are with twin flames, before they awaken and when they are in a process of being awakened, they do lots of wrong, not right things. Girls, when it's not like I'm trying to find excuses for our twins' actions and our karmic soulmate actions. It's not like that. What I'm trying to say here, that when the dark entities, when the darkness is ruling them, it's, as I already said, it's like being hypnotized. They don't realize, they don't understand fully what they are doing, because their soul is a different story. Another thing, you've asked me a question. You actually asked me a very interesting question while I'm putting the cards down. This is the question I will answer while I'm shuffling them. So of course, I told you already that recently, it was about a couple weeks ago, maybe a little less, when all the boys have been awakened. About 80% of them are awakened, but about 20% of them go back to dark, back to light, back to dark, back to light. In this reading, what I want to see, did they realize how they hurt you, what they've done wrong? Do they feel sorry? Is he feeling sorry for hurting you? Is he realizing that he hurt you? Does he feel that pain in the depth of him, even if he doesn't tell you that I am sorry for what I have done, I was asleep? Let us see. I want to do 5 cards. And now the question I want to answer, so please choose one of 5. A new deck, we will see. I don't want to hold it upside down. We will see what it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, let's do 6. Let's do 6 cards. Those of you who need to contact me, my information is under the video. Another question, very interesting questions. I'm gonna answer that question you have asked me. You asked me if the man has certain abilities, like psychic abilities, or he knows that you might go to a tarot readers and read him, or you might, or he thinks, of course, 80% of twin flame men somehow think of us as witches. What comes to my twin, he not thinking I'm a witch, he knows I'm a witch. So now what we the question was, if a man goes to a powerful sorcerer, magician, psychic, so on, the one which works with energy, and pays a lot of money to put a certain protection so no one can read him, can it be done? And then if you want to read him, how is that possible? Absolutely can be done. The thing is, I will tell you a little secret, that every famous person, politician, singer, actor, performer, entertainer, they all absolutely have not one, but sometimes the group of sorcerers, psychic, magicians working for them. Why it is so important? Because a person whose picture is everywhere, in every magazine, on internet, what is a photo? What is a picture? photo is the phantom of that person. That's why having a photo of a man, of a woman, the magician, the sorcerer, the dark magician can do all kinds of manipulation because that's a phantom. This is why famous people always have a certain very strong protection. But your twin flame, oh, somebody's calling here, but your twin flame, if it's your twin, he can do 77 layers of protection against you. This is not going to work. Why? Because you have one soul. He cannot do nothing because you are one. He can protect his half. If you are a twin flame and I am a twin flame, he can do 77 levels of this, but I will be able to see through all this protection. I don't want to brag, but because my energy is very pure, and I am coming with the pure heart. I am not coming to look into this in order to influence that person anyhow against his will, to do something bad, to do the spells, to do anything, because my intention is pure. So I need to see what's there in him. I can see what he thinks, what he's afraid of, what he is feeling, what he wants, what he doesn't want, what he will do, what he will not do. Of course I can see it all. But if it's a twin, of course he can not. You're gonna feel him, you're gonna feel his feelings, you're gonna see his thoughts, hear his thoughts. So he cannot really protect himself against you anyhow. Because if a man thinks, okay, I'm gonna go to a sorcerer and I'm gonna put a certain protection so she will not be able to see me through, that's not going to work, because you will be, even if it's a karmic soulmate, or especially twin flame. He cannot do nothing to protect himself from you, to sensing him, because you have one soul. But if you come to me and he has this certain amount of protection, I still will be able through you to see through him, because I am a twin and because my intentions are pure. I don't mean no harm. I am helping, actually. I am the one who stands for uniting twins, and the force I work with and the high force I work with knows that my passion and everything I give to everyone is I want to unite as many twin flames as possible, because even one couple united already gives us power, gives us more light, gives the other twins more chances to be awakened. So I can get through whatever levels of protection that person has. I suspect that my twin has put something there. I felt the block, and it's interesting. It's like he is in circle, and I looked at it and I smiled to myself, thinking, "Oh, you, my love, you really think I won't be able to break through this?" No. You can pay, your man can pay $10,000 for strongest protection existing on earth. I will see through it, not because I'm so strong, I have some powers, but because I am a twin and my intention is pure. So the force just allows me to see it. So this is the answer to your question. Now, is he sorry for what he has done? Did he realize that he had done wrong? And is he sorry that he caused you pain? Is he sorry for the hurt he did to you? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Those of you who put the timestamps, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I never have time for this. Number 1, is he sorry for what he done to you? Oh my goodness. Well, he's not just he's sorry. Congratulations for those of you who chose number one. What a beautiful deck. Because Four of Wands, not only he is sorry, he is awakened now. He is awakened, and this is the man who realized fully that you're the other half. Four of Wands, you see right here, this is their love card, wedding card, engagement card, card of being perfect. Two people, it's more less than a twin flame card, but this is a card also of soulmates. So this is the man who not only realized, but who hurts because he hurt you, and wants to show you and give initiative into the relationship of yours. He wants to come, he wants to bring you flowers, he wants to open his heart to you, because this is the man who was sitting in his own shell for a very long time without climbing out, because he was so afraid, typical for a twin flame runner, of course male, but this is it. He is ready. He wants to open, he wants to tell you, listen, I know I hurt you. As I said, typical one of the 100% marriage card. He wants to be with you. I don't know when will you get married and when will you be united, but this is a card of the union, and the card of the question was, is he sorry? Not only he is sorry, he wants you to know he is sorry, and he is ready to tell you that he is sorry. Number two, is he sorry? Did he realize everything he had done wrong to you? See, I always try to give you a little bit more of information. Wow, the shadow side, 15 arcana. That's interesting. Still in shadow, still in shadow, because 15 arcana is the devil. But a devil, this is in a classical deck, this is a devil card, but in this deck it called the shadow side. What is the shadow side? You see, look at the picture, because this is an Arcanum Tarot. You see how he closes his eyes partially he sees, partially not, and this is you, and he hurt you. The thing is that I explain, I don't know if you heard me explaining it before, but devil, or the Lucifer, Lucy means light, Pharaoh means scary, the carrier of the light, which through shadow brings your man to himself. He still considers you a witch. He still considers that you have too much power over him, and he tries to fight it. He still he feels that you are addiction, and he has to control it somehow, and he doesn't see that the only thing you bring him is the light. He still sees shadow in you. Is he sorry? Not only he is sorry, he realized, but it hurts him. When he realizes that he hurt you, he gets angry. Instead of saying himself, well, I have done wrong and I admit it and I have to tell her about it, instead of that, it hurts him, and he because you are connected, he hates that shadow in himself which caused that pain in you, and he hates that light in you, because in your light he saw his own shadow. This is very similar to the divine masculine channel message I have given several days ago, when he gets its aggression towards you, because through your light he saw his shadow. Through your light he saw his weak points. Through your light he saw that he is not invincible, that you are much stronger in your light, even though you look vulnerable. Yes, he does realize it. Yes, we are dealing here with twins or karmic, but he still needs time to come out from the shadow. He's still in a shadow. So we are dealing with a twin who is still coming back to the light and coming to the dark light. Dark still there, but this is the shadow. This is not the dark, this is the shadow. Those of you who chose number 3, what in, you see, oh wow, well, wheel of the interesting that in this deck it called the wheel of the year. So in a classical deck, of course, this is called the wheel of fortune. Why I want to pay your attention to the name of this, the wheel of the year. There is a deck, and I have the deck, which called the deck of the circle of the year. So the full circle will come in a realization within 1 year from now, because this is why the wheel of the year. Did he realize? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only he realized, but another, we are looking at the major arcana here, and another one we are looking at the you see here the 4 seasons. So we have here summer, spring, autumn, and winter time. Another thing I want you to pay attention in this deck, and I just first time see it myself because I just took it out of a box. You see here the all 4 elements: pentacles, cups, fire, and the swords. So it's like magic. In classical tarot deck, this card does not have all the symbols of all elements, because only one card has it, the card of a magician. But the wheel of the destiny, the wheel of the year, so you can expect a full circle of him realizing it and coming and uniting with you, is the full year from the day as today, from the day you are hearing this message, whether it is today or at any time soon. So transformation completed. He had been in winter, he had been in summer, then autumn, then winter, and it's time for the spring. Again, please pay attention. I already say, those of you who chose this card, please pay attention to March, April, May. Springtime is when we coming out of dark, and not 80% but 98% of our boys will be awakened. So you are dealing with fully awakened. Not just he did realize, but he's ready to turn it all around, absolutely turn and bring the destiny as it was. It had to be to the union of both of you. So your fight is over. For those of you who chose this, your fight is over. You brought yourself to such level of balance that you've balanced him. The wheel is turning. So if some of you will need, as I said, a little longer for him come to a full circle and uniting with you, because what was happening between you two, it was, cold and hot and summer and spring and winter. He's either telling you he loves you, then he disappears and says get lost, and then he comes again and he goes away, the turning. But all that is, again, this is major arcana, and we are dealing of course with twin flame, either or karmic soulmate or soulmate. So yes, realization, and also nothing which causes anger and aggression, which comes with realization, like it was with the 3rd card, because this is how the wheel of the year. What a beautiful deck. How I'm glad that I have got it, because it's more arcanum. It's a little different than classical. But you see, this is when I see them for the first time. Right now, I decided I do this reading with untouched deck number 4, Justice. Girls, this is really wonderful. I am really well, but Justice, of course, he realized. This is 11 arcanum. 11th 11th arcanum, again, major arcana. Girls, major arcanas. We are coming to lots of very important events. So did he realize he did wrong? Because Naturally, this is justice. Of course he did. Also, you were dealing with a men who were not fair with you, who were not open with you, who were not sincere with you, and he was not respecting your interest and played with you. Wow, I'm talking about mine. Now, all of you, of course, but justice brings justice. Means not just he realized, but he told himself, okay, I mean, why did I say I mean, or whatever, I mean, or whatever. Listen, you have been treating this treasure which was given to you from God's in heavens so unfair that I don't know if I was her, I wouldn't be even listening to you. But now you know you were a total bastard, and now you go to her and make things right. So him actually bringing actions, not only this is realization, justice is justice, but bringing actions into your relationship. For some of you, this is a marriage, because justice brings papers, but I'm not looking at this point because justice needs additional cards to see what's there. But justice means that it's time for him to be sincere, for him to be open, for him coming out of ego, of their big. You're dealing with a powerful man here, coming out of the ego, coming out of selfishness, coming out of the paradigm when it's me, 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 and everything about me. I am the king, I do this, and everything is being brought to my feet. This is how I'm used to. A man who didn't say the no for a very long time. Oh, it reminds me of someone. So justice means that he will finally, not finally, but is finally at the point, not only he realized, but he wants to make things right. And he is absolutely full of desire and decisions to make the things right. I am in love with this deck. I am in love. You know, there are so little things which excite me really, but there are many things which excite me. But I'm not into designer clothes, or I don't know, diamonds. I don't care about expensive things, and I am into these little things like this, which was made for me, or you send me something. One of my girls, she said, "Can I please send you royal blue sari?" And I say, "Absolutely, I will take it. Royal blue sari, I absolutely will wear it." But the new deck to me is like, oh, a new deck. So talking too much. Number 5. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. Interesting that Page comes as a girl. All right. First of all, Page realized, but just at the beginning of it, realized. So what we are having, there once upon a time was a very, very, very mean guy. Why he was mean to you? Because he is earthy. Who is earthy means Taurus. Dealing with Taurus is really terrible, but I don't know, you know, honestly, sometimes dealing with Virgo is worse than Taurus, sometimes dealing with Scorpio worse than Taurus, and sometimes dealing with Leo like myself. But what are we having here? Very important. He realized, but it's still, he's still feeling vulnerable. It's not a king, it's a page. Vulnerable. But he said, okay, I know now, and I want to be successful in love. So if I want her to forgive me, and if I want her to take me back, I must make a plan. So this guy is planning. So he takes a piece of paper and write there, I want to get my Jessica, my Monica, my Ambika, my whatever, Sapna. I want to get them back. And what do I do? First of all, I do this. You call her and you tell her, my love. Now she's going to send me to hell, and she's going to be absolutely right. So it's a plan. He needs a goal, he's gonna plan how he does it. He will start to try to see what is that you love, what is that makes you happy, how he can impress you, it's the card of him making slow steps towards you, but step by step he's making those steps towards you, and he is concentrating on the goal. But sometimes a little bit too much down to earth. I always have problems dealing with earthy, because I am not down to earth at all. I'm all out there somewhere. I'm not walking on the ground, I'm flying somewhere in the sky. Mainly I'm in 5D with my twin, and I very seldom want to let him go and come down here and do something on earth. As soon as I can go back there, and I coming back there, run to him, hug him, and just standing there in a circle of his arms. So he's ready, the steps, and be ready to be pampered. Be ready of him to, if you want cranberry morse, that's gonna be cranberry morse. If you want daisies, wild daisies from the nearby field, you're gonna have it. He will do everything to show you, but they don't talk much. They are not romantic, but he will show you with little things he's gonna do, that he has you in his mind. This is what he wants to do. So far, so good. Okay, and the last one, my beautiful queens, the last one. Wow. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, today is a good day. I guess I need to do a lot of readings, but I don't have time for nothing. Look at that. A dog, a man, a baby, everything is perfect. Not only he realized, but this is one of the most positive, one of the most beautiful cards in Minor Arcana. I am in love with this deck. I am in love. I'm just gonna start kissing this deck. I'm just gonna start. I know I'm saying nonsense. I'm sorry, girls. Just happy to see the card of joy, happiness, stability, and union. Okay, I hate the word union, but it's a union. What can I say? Because you see, it's a perfect, there is a home, beautiful home with the field and the forest, a man and a woman hugging each other, a dog, and this is the old man, probably a grandpa, so we have the connection of generation holding their baby. Everything like a fairy tale. So this is him not just realizing it, but girls, him knowing that he can have all this only with you. That only with you he can have a home. It's when a man looks into your eyes and says, you are my home. Some of you are crying now because my chest has pressure now and I feel tears. Okay. Marriage card, another marriage card, also an example. Not only he wants to be with you, with his example he wants to show the others that love is worth fighting for, love is worth waiting for. True love does exist, and he was an idiot that he thought that what he had before was something valuable. So he doesn't want you as a lover, he doesn't want you as someone for entertainment. He wants you as a wife, as a partner, as a lover, as his home, as his love, as his everything. This is what he wants. Did he realize? Absolutely. My beautiful queens, thank you very much for your beautiful comments about my mesmerizing beauty. As I said, never underestimate the power. Never underestimate the power of a common woman and a good mascara. I spend like ridiculous amount of money on a tube of mascara, which is around $30, but that's what gives me those mesmerizing eyes, girls, because never underestimate the power of a good mascara. And remember, girls, that in order to get somewhere, you have to start with the first step. And remember also, God is not outside of you. You don't have to search for God, because that light You are this cup, and that fire inside of you, that God in you, in each one of you. Shine, shine, and shine. Our boys, message to you: we love you guys, and we believe in you no matter what you have done right or what you have done wrong. We will be standing by your side, believing and knowing you are coming to the light, because we are your light. You don't have it without us. This is all I wanted to say. Namaste, my beautiful girls. We'll talk to you later.